Hi, I'm the Frenetic Empathetic. I just bought this Fanttik air inflator. It's battery powered, portable, to take with me on my bike rides in case I need to top off my tires or I should get a flat. It's a very small unit, as you can see. It's maybe about 4 inches long, about 2.5 inches wide, maybe 1.5 inches thick, weighs about 3/4 pounds. So it's pretty convenient to be able to bring with you. The other thing about it that's nice is that it's totally self-contained. Everything that you need to inflate your tires is connected to the unit already. There are no hoses to lose or things to have to change out, except for the small at the end connector. It uses both a Schrader and a Presta connector, and depending on which you want to use on your bike, you have to unscrew it and put on the correct end, but that's not a big problem. You just take it off and you can turn it right around. Pretty easy peasy. There you go, see? And this is the end that goes into your tire. The controls and all the meters and displays are on this side of it. There are only really 2 buttons on the unit. One is the power button, which you hold in and turns it on. And it's showing you now the air pressure that I preset it to before. But whatever pressure you want to put in your tire, you can just change with this button. And you can see it goes up and down. And the unit will shut off once it meets that pressure. Also, if you're not using it at all and it's just standing idle, it will shut itself off in about 3 minutes, which is good to save battery life. The instructions are right on the back, should you forget what you were doing if you're out in the field sometime. The inflator is relatively quiet. This is what it sounds like when it's turned on. So it's not particularly loud. After all, it's a pump. According to the instruction manual, it will inflate 8 bicycle tires on one charge. So what you do is you take this little connector, and just like anything else, you kind of screw it onto your tire like that, and then it sits up. I'm going to put on a little timer, and we'll run this in a time lapse so we don't sit here and watch the tire inflate in real time. But then you turn it on, holding the button down, set it for 62, and let's see how long it's going to take. And it shows there's 0 air in the tire. So let's see how long this will actually take to do. So it took just about 2 minutes to inflate this tire up to 61 pounds. So now that my tire is all pumped up, I'm going to take my Fanttik air inflator, put it in my basket in case I need it on the road, and I'm going to go out for a ride. Happy trails, everybody.
About 3 minutes. Just now I experimented with pumping up a lawn tractor tire to 30 PSI from completely flat. Took about 3 minutes. So not screaming fast like an air compressor, but not super slow. This adapter here is what you can use to connect to either the Presta like I do now. These pieces twist, or if you unscrew it right here, you can flip it around, and this end is the Presta. So it's all there, and you can just flip it around whenever you need it, which is a great design, I think. And everything's flexible in here. This piece is flexible, and this is adjustable so it can spin. So pretty much any angle you need to get into your pump, your valve, you can do. And then what you do here is you set your PSI to whatever you want it to be, and then you hit the button to pump it. It starts pumping. You can see it starts, the PSI starts going up, and then once it hits your target PSI, it shuts itself off. So super simple. This tire was completely flat, by the way, which is why it's only showing 3 PSI right now. And so you can adjust the pressure up pretty high. We did my son's bike just a little bit ago, and we did it to 50 PSI, and it did that no problem. The light down here below my thumb is showing the battery charge. So this light down here changes color with the battery charge. I haven't tried it anywhere near as high as it'll go at 110. But this light will tell you what the battery charge is at. It's got a USB connection on the top, side, back. Where is it? It's right here somewhere. Oh, there it is. USB connection C on the side. Comes with a small USB-C cable. It's like 4 inches long. I'll be using my other USB-Cs, but it works. And yeah, and the only thing that I think is kind of weird with this is when you're turning it on. It took me a while to figure this out because I didn't read the instructions right away, which, by the way, it comes with some well-written instructions. But you have to push and hold this until the thing goes all the way around, and then it's on, just like that. But to turn it off, you just hold it for a second, and it turns off. Yeah, so it's not an extremely light device. I'm not going to be carrying this around on my bike when I'm riding, but it is faster than using one of the little hand pumps, and certainly a lot easier and extremely versatile. So I love this little thing. I am definitely going to be using it quite a bit.
So this pump is pretty cool, and not because it actually pumps really well. I would say it's pretty cool because of size. So you can see I have a specialized Turbo Lever 3. It doesn't have any like storage, so I have this bag for water, but I have another one, and like this thing fits perfectly here. Oh my god, just like that. And 2 hands. Here we go. So I keep this pump here. I actually keep my flashlight here as well. And well, I had a situation last week when my tire, it wasn't flat, but was a little bit not pumped enough, I would say this way. So yeah, I had to pump on the road. It took about, I don't know, maybe 20-30 seconds. It wasn't completely deflated, and after a couple of miles I had to do this again because, well, air was leaking. Yeah, and this little guy worked just fine. So I would say battery will be enough for, I don't know, like if you want to add a little bit of air, it will be enough for like, I don't know, maybe 10 times. But if you want to pump the air from like completely empty to like 30 PSI, probably it will like be enough battery for 4 times, like 2 bikes completely from empty to full. This is my guesstimate, I would say. But yeah, pretty cool one. And I like because of size, it's just like so small and fits perfectly here.
Alright, so just got my Fanttik X9 Ace portable compressor. Yep, set your PSI. We're just going to set it to 75 for now, just for this. Works on Presta and Schrader valves. Alright, don't mind me, I'm doing this with one hand. There we go, get that on. Alright, and I mean, it's pretty fast, so yeah.
Long press, very long press. Short press. And another long press to turn it off.
Alright, boys and girls, if you don't got an electric pump, I would definitely recommend one. This thing's super small, compact. It's got a little bit of weight to it, but it's not bad. Schrader and Presta, you just swap these heads out. Super quick. Press and hold to turn it on. Pump up your PSI to whatever you want. Press on. So, pretty cool. Well worth it. About 45 bucks.
The mechanism is not well engineered. As you unscrew the valve, the Presta valve stem, which is internal, also comes out of the main thing. It does that. So I'm unable to pump the tire. I'm going to go back to the old-fashioned pump.
pretty nice little pump. Takes a minute to pump it up. But this is the fifth tire. I've inflated and it is still illuminated light because there's more than 50% power there.